In a gesture both symbolic and deeply meaningful, King Charles and Queen Camilla publicly acknowledged Princess Charlotte's 10th birthday on May 2, 2024. This heartfelt gesture not only reflects the warm and growing bond between the king and his granddaughter, but also highlights the deeper family connections that often remain behind the scenes. As the royal family marked this significant milestone, their shared message gave the world a rare glimpse into the personal relationships that define this royal lineage. The royal family's official accounts on social media were flooded with messages of love and celebration. King Charles and Queen Camilla's post included a charming photograph of Princess Charlotte, which was shared across both the royal family's X, formerly Twitter, and Instagram stories. The image captured a moment of pure joy. Princess Charlotte, smiling brightly, gazed into the camera, her cheerful expression framed by the stunning countryside of Cumbria in northwestern England. She was dressed in outdoor hiking gear, radiating an adventurous spirit. Captured by Princess Catherine herself, this moment was simple yet intimate, a perfect depiction of how the royal family balances their public roles with their private, family-oriented lives. What's even more remarkable is that this was the first time Princess Catherine had personally taken the birthday portraits of each of her children using only her iPhone, an effort to keep royal life grounded in genuine family moments. It's a gesture that speaks volumes about the Duchess's priorities and her approach to raising her children, ensuring that their lives are intertwined with authenticity, rather than merely following the rigidity of royal protocols. The brief message accompanying the photograph, "Happy birthday to Princess Charlotte," may have seemed modest at first glance. However, when signed simply by the King and Queen, it became clear that this was no ordinary birthday post. It was a profound expression of familial love, with layers of emotion behind it. The public acknowledgement of Princess Charlotte's milestone birthday is, in many ways, a subtle, yet powerful, confirmation of the bond between King Charles and his granddaughter. But behind the simplicity of the caption lies a much deeper story. There's a much greater significance to this gesture than meets the eye. It's not just about a birthday, it's about family, legacy, and the personal connections that define the future of the monarchy. The relationship between King Charles and Princess Charlotte has been noticed by royal fans and watchers for years, but it's always remained a quiet, unspoken connection. Unlike the more public and formal displays of affection typically seen between the royals, their relationship has been built on subtle gestures and tender moments that convey far more than any public appearance ever could. This was evident when, last summer, sharp-eyed royal observers spotted King Charles and Princess Charlotte wearing similar friendship bracelets during their attendance at Wimbledon. Charlotte wore a pink and blue string bracelet, and just 3 days later, King Charles was seen leaving the state opening of Parliament wearing a red and yellow version of the same bracelet. These were no grand royal jewelry pieces. They were simple, human, personal tokens of affection, small, yet incredibly meaningful. Further illustrating this familial connection, King Charles wore a pink and blue dinosaur tie to church in January 2023, a whimsical and unexpected fashion choice that royal sources later revealed to be a gift from one of his grandchildren. The tie was likely chosen with love, a gesture of affection that carried far more significance than just a quirky fashion statement. The fact that the king wore this tie again in April 2024, shortly after the palace revealed his cancer diagnosis, only added to its emotional weight. It became not just a fashion choice, but a reminder of resilience, of family, and of the unwavering love that binds the royal family together in times of adversity. As Princess Charlotte celebrates her 10th birthday, she is growing into a young royal who has already demonstrated poise, dignity, and a sense of responsibility beyond her years. She is a royal figure who is fully aware of the history and traditions she represents, but she is also learning how to carve out her own path within this legacy. Charlotte's public appearances, whether during the coronation procession of May 2023, or her appearance on the Buckingham Palace balcony, showcase her growing confidence as a royal figure. At just 10 years old, she already exudes a sense of grace, which, when paired with her infectious charm, makes her one of the most beloved members of the royal family. Her role in these major royal events isn't just ceremonial. Charlotte's growing presence is a clear sign of continuity in the monarchy. The royal family, which has endured for centuries, is evolving. Princess Charlotte represents the future of the British monarchy, one that is grounded in tradition, but also more attuned to the changing needs of society. As the only daughter of Prince William and Princess Catherine, she is uniquely positioned to carry the royal family's legacy forward. But it's not just Charlotte's public appearances that have drawn attention. Her private relationship with her grandfather, King Charles, is of equal significance. The bond between them is one that is built on shared moments of affection, like the matching bracelets and meaningful gifts, but it is also grounded in shared experiences. For King Charles, watching Princess Charlotte grow into the poised and confident young royal she is becoming must be a source of immense pride. His affection for her is evident in every gesture, every word of praise, and every moment spent in her company. The king is a man deeply invested in his family's future, and Charlotte plays a key part in this vision. King Charles's role as a grandfather began with the birth of Prince George in 2013, and he has since demonstrated his commitment to nurturing a strong relationship with his grandchildren. When Charlotte was born in 2015, King Charles expressed his joy at finally having a granddaughter. His words were warm and filled with genuine affection. "I was hoping for a granddaughter, someone to look after me when I am very old," he said, half jokingly, but with a warmth that only a doting grandfather can convey. These words revealed not just a sense of pride, but a vision for the future of the royal family, one where the younger generation would carry forward the legacy of the monarchy with love, respect, and continuity. King Charles has always placed great emphasis on building strong bonds with his grandchildren from an early age. "The great thing is to encourage them, show them things, take their interest," he said in a 2013 interview. "My grandmother did that. She was wonderful. It's very important to create a bond when they are very young." These words reflect the deep value King Charles places on family, and his ongoing efforts to nurture these relationships are apparent in the small, meaningful gestures he shares with Princess Charlotte. Through these shared moments of affection, whether it's the friendship bracelets or the whimsical dinosaur tie, King Charles is building something that goes beyond royal titles and traditions. He is building a family legacy rooted in love, connection, and shared values. Looking to the future, the role of Princess Charlotte in the evolving monarchy. As Princess Charlotte enters her second decade of life, she is growing into the kind of royal figure who not only embodies the values of the past, but also represents the future of the monarchy. She is poised to play an increasingly important role within the royal family, but she will do so in a way that blends royal tradition with the kind of familial warmth and affection that her grandfather, King Charles, has demonstrated. The love and support she receives from King Charles are helping shape her understanding of what it means to serve the monarchy and the people of the United Kingdom. As we reflect on the symbolism behind King Charles and Queen Camilla's birthday message, it becomes clear that this small, simple gesture is much more than just a public tribute to Princess Charlotte. It is a reminder that the future of the British monarchy is not solely about the titles and the formalities. It is about the bonds of love, trust, and mutual respect that define the royal family. And as Princess Charlotte continues to grow, it's evident that the legacy of King Charles will continue to live on, not just in the royal duties carried out by the next generation, but in the deep, unbreakable family ties that hold it all together.